Alright, everybody, it's time for the finale of Metal Gear Solid. Right, that's right, I'm going all the way till the finale. We are now in Disc 2 territory. So let's end this on a good note. Sweet, more stun grenades. This part is quite infamous. Not for very good reasons, though. Because as much as I love this game, this part is probably the worst part of the game. Not that I don't like the blast, not this part though, but the part coming up. What the? Uh-oh. Whoops. I thought it was supposed to move the other way. Whoops. I misread it. Oh well. Redo. Okay, let's try this again without screwing up. Hold on, I'm gonna wait until it moves so I know for sure. Okay, so it's gonna move that way. Ugh, I hate this part. Okay. Now I can crouch. I'm just crawling just in case. I don't think the soldiers are gonna hear me make footsteps, make the noises, but better safe than sorry. Uh-oh. Still good on life. Okay. There's nothing in there that I need to get, just a steam room. We'll be getting plenty of use of that place later. Oh, I know this part. Stock up on ammo while I can. Alright. Let's do this. If I remember this part right. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the punch button being mapped to the action button because the punch and the action button being the same one in this game because they're annoying. Oh boy. Showtime. What? Why'd the game be equipped? Let's screw this. Running where my bullets are going now. Oh, what? Okay.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
I must have... Either they threw grenades or I ran into my own like a dummy. It's probably just me being stupid though. You know what, screw it. Let's just go again. Oh, I'm stupid. I de-equipped it, so okay. All right, round 2. Choke you. There you go. Judo flip. Judo choke. There you go. Yeah. That's better. Holy crap. Let me guess. I think this is I hate these security cameras. Like, screw you. Making me waste my damn chaff grenades like... Oh shit, was that... Claymores? Ugh, whatever. Well, I need these anyway, so it's probably about it. It's a good time to stock on them, stock up on them as any. Ugh, I hate wearing those. Here we go. I hate this stupid camera. It's just so bullcrap. The only way to bypass it without getting hurt is using a chaff grenade, and you better hope you have chaff, because this game makes you use it a lot. Oh yeah, and I don't have Stinger missiles, otherwise I would gladly blow it up. I don't, so I'm short on it. What? Not now, Miller.
Snake.
I'm punching birds.
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
A spy?
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah?
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, that ninja, too many strange things are happening.
are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
if you call the other codec buddies, you'll talk with them about it. But now it's time for one more boss fight against the Foxhound Elite. Well, excluding the leader. Nikita missiles. Using Nikita missiles for this part isn't very good, in my opinion. C4 is pretty good. He can't do shit against that. But I will be using claymores because why not? Also, that's a strategy I'm used to using. Oh boy. This cutscene is stupid, and I love it.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they
All
agree.
I hear is Ka.
How dare you kill my friends? Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you
Oh my
are
God,
a
this
true
part-
warrior.
Am I hallucinating?
Stupid.
I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary.
Stupid. The Raven tattoo.
You live in
laser
Alaska too.
team.
You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another
Yes, you are
event that I
right.
excel
I
at.
love this.
It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests
I really
spiritual
wish we
as
could
well
do
as
this with
physical
Raven.
strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will
Come
be
on,
a
I want to do
glorious
the ear
battle.
pull.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there is iron in your words.
Showtime. Do not let him see you. He will fill you up with lead. Also, let's get some background from Nami.
Vulcan Raven is half Native Alaskan American and half Inuit.
Yay!
He was raised
Ogre
as a
Rising
shaman,
finished.
and they say he has supernatural powers. During the Cold War, he trained in Russia with the Bimbov, the Soviet Special Forces. In 1993, he was demoted by President Yeltsin following his coup d'etat, so he fled the country and became a mercenary. After that, he joined those rent-a-war bastards at Outer Heaven, Inc. He stayed there until he joined us in Foxhound, next to a strong recommendation from Revolver Ocelot.
That cannon he's holding is a 20mm Vulcan gun. You
Guess
usually
that
see them
explains
mounted on
his name,
fighter
Vulcan
planes.
Raven.
You can't take him on in a firefight.
Oh,
He'll
no.
make mincemeat of you.
He's not just strong, Snake. He's a graduate emeritus from Alaska University, so he's a quick thinker, too.
In any case, you'd better not try to attack him from the front. Normal weapons are no match for his 20mm Vulcan. Try to attack him from the
Can I
sides
tickle
or
his
behind.
sides? Alright, here we go. This is kind of a stealth battle. In a sense. So, just like, try to mark common areas you would think he would go to. Like corners, hallways, any general location.
Come on out!
Uh-oh. That should get his attention. got him. Raven over here.
Come on out.
Oh no, are you crazy? I'd not fight you. Oh, I should probably, I'm gonna keep the mine detector on to be safe, because I don't want to accidentally run into my own mines like an idiot. Whoa! Come on, this way, buddy. Yeah, I got him. He'll get faster too, so watch your butt.
Come on out.
Ow. Ah! No! Not my best performance, but well, he's running into the trap, so that's all I can ask for. I really... Oh. Whoa, what? Okay. I never dodged this fight before. That sucks. Wow. I'm just making all sorts of mistakes today. I blame it on the recording curse, but no, I'm just being stupid today. At least I can just get straight to the fight. Not that I don't like the cutscenes. Uh-oh. Right here. Right here. 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 Try here. Right here. Oh boy. Ah! Get away from me! Okay, don't chase me or anything. Okay, well, whatever. That works. I win. Holy crap, that was, not my best.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence
The fight's kinda cool,
which is no
though.
longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who
Ew,
bore
so
me.
you're gonna let them eat you?
Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know.
You and Mantis
Go
both
and do
said
battle
that.
with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
Yay, the DLC for Rising.
What is it?
That was not the DARPA chief. It was Decoy
Uh-oh.
Octopus, a member of Foxhound. He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood.
Gross.
So he drained the chief's blood and took it into
I
himself.
wonder why it was decomposed.
But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death.
Okay, to be fair, I'm not fucking Snake for that one because I want to know what the hell he's talking about.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
Alright, just
What are you
gonna
trying
walk
to
away
say?
because I don't want to
The
see,
path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses
unless
of
you
your
do a
enemies.
no-kill run.
Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be
I will
one.
taunt you forever about how you will have no peace. Ha ha ha. Alright, another life boost though. I guess maybe that's what you meant by a spirit, but whatever.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's
Now
about
what?
Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
Uh-oh.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her
Does
under
he know?
arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
He seems to.
If she's one of their spies, then we're
What does he
in
mean
big
by
trouble.
that?
What do you mean?
No, not
nothing.
nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret
Yes.
or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president?
I
You're a
have no
bad
idea.
liar.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
I'd be curt with him too. How is this dude in the middle? Okay, the Colonel has his reasons. There's a reason why, basically politics is how I can sum it up without giving away too much. There's a little... And also given Metal Gear, there's just, there's some kind of conspiracy he's involved with. Without giving away too much. I'm gonna refill though. And now, we could go all the way back. There's a cardboard box C waiting for us back at where Wolf was. But I don't really see the need to go back there. Hey, at least the game's nice enough to give us chaff grenades because we're gonna need it because all these stupid cameras. Although I'm not even gonna bother killing these cameras because one, they just respawn anyway. So it's just easier to just throw a chaff grenade, also there's trap floors there, and just run. I think there's some ammo and stuff upstairs, but I'm not even bothering. And here we are, we finally made it to the chamber. Not just any chamber, the chamber of the game series. Wait for it. Wait for it. Is he gonna say it? Oh, he didn't say it. Lame. I thought he was gonna say Metal Gear. Yo, Otacon.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear.
Man, I wish I had
It
that.
looks like they finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
Bullshit.
There's nobody here. No guards. Nobody
There's
patrolling.
one guard.
It's too
one
quiet.
inept guard.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
I like the way
that
his
describes
lights,
me pretty well.
his glasses
Does
shine.
it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
You can also tell the portrait shift changes where during Otacon's expression. Kind of a slight mischievousness there. Which I find pretty amusing. Oh, here's Otacon again.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Otacon has some
Not
important
bad.
shit to tell you.
I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't
You'll
bust
see that in
into.
Metal Gear Solid
Okay,
2.
keep trying.
Also, Metal Gear Solid 2 has VR missions. I probably won't show much of it off. I probably won't show it off just because there's a lot of ground to cover with that. Excuse me, that. Before I go that way, let's go this way. Oh, by the way, when I said there's one in that guard here, there's a guard here that you can't see thanks to the radar being jammed. So you have to keep an eye out for it. He's right by that door, all the way over there. Aha, Stinger missiles. That's good. How much missiles I got now? 25? Okay. That'll do. This part though, anybody that's played this game knows what this part is.
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Loopholes.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Technically, because
I
it's
can't
being
wait to
fired
hear
from a
this.
rail gun.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground
Yeesh.
bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this,
Yes.
Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't
That
find the
optical
data
disc.
anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What?
Nope,
You
I'll
still have
took it.
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead.
Yeah.
Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal
Oh my
files.
god, this
We're counting
dude has
on
a lot
you.
of porn on here. See ya. Okay. Screw this. I'm gonna snipe him. What now, Otacon?
Snake.
Did you find it?
No.
Ah, okay.
I haven't found out about the override system
But
yet.
the friction-
But I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA.
Looks like Mr. Anderson
Bribe
wasn't
money,
too,
huh?
Yeah. And
clean
Baker was a big
himself.
proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see.
If
So
only
anyway,
we knew more
what
about
about the
Mr.
override?
Anderson.
Just give me a little bit longer.
Oops, I didn't mean to flip that. Oh boy. Also, as much as I love this game, here's a really stupid way to extend gameplay time, because I hate this. I mean, this part's a slight inconvenience, but also here he does a ridiculous flip over the door and
Okay,
switch things.
I've entered the PAL
But,
codes and disengaged
yeah.
the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that
Twin
we mean
Snakes'
business.
process was sped up
Should I set it for
significantly.
Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Foxdie vaccine in our demands.
Foxdie. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the
$1
blood.
billion.
Or maybe it's just because this Foxdie was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
Golukovich.
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But He's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the next
so the
morale.
soldiers
An alliance with the Russians
weren't
would boost
willing.
that as well.
What do you
probably
say?
Johnny too.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be
And
ours.
he sounds like a
What about your
billion.
promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer
Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden.
He wants to fulfill
The
his
code is
dream,
in it
and
again,
yet
it'll be
he hates
deactivated.
the guy.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Now for more Kodak.
Snake, I found Baker's
Yeah.
top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only
that seems
use the
kind of
keys once.
Odd.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes.
I won't
It's a
mock him for
material
that
that
one
changes
either
shape at
because
different
I
temperatures.
have no idea
The
what
key is made
I wouldn't
out
have
of it.
any idea
This card
about
key?
this either.
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different
Oh boy,
temperatures.
guess
So
what?
this
2
key is
rooms
actually
we
3
gotta
keys
go
in
through.
1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right.
I hate this part.
The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key.
The W
one on the
for
right is the high
Wumbo
temperature
and Z
key.
for
Okay,
Z.
I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
Uh-oh.
Damn!
The key! This part was so unnecessary, but it's gonna happen.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
And now, guards.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Time to shoot our way out. I think this is the last shootout with the guards. do not know how to climb a ladder. Idiots. Genome soldiers, my ass. Alright, now for... Now for a very fun part. Not really, but still. So, if you talk to Campbell, Miller, he'll say how you should equip the mine detector. Also, there's, hey, I found the POW key! Oh, okay, this never happened to me before. I guess you have a chance to find the POW key before finding the bomb. Or if you're not fast enough. Wow. Well, I guess, at least one thing goes right. Went right, this session. I was able to get the, POW key right away. Okay, so if you don't find the POW key right away, you gotta... You gotta lay a C4 trap over there, wait for a mice to come out with the POW key, because of course a mice would eat the POW key, and then you blow up the C4 to kill it. You blow it up with C4 to kill it, and you get the POW key that way. Okay, so in Twin Snakes, they added this thing where if you use the if you grip around the area, there's a cold pipe and a hot pipe that you just hit stake with after you shoot it out, and the key will be instantly turned into that temperature, thus saving you from the worst part of the game. Not that it's that bad now if you know what you're doing, but it's still kind of dumb. Not even kind of, it is dumb. Because this asshole keeps respawning, so you gotta constantly be worried about him all the time. Well, I worry about him. And not only that, there's cameras in here. And guess what? If you get caught on the cameras, there's gas. And guess what? And you know what else? You got throat trap 2 separate times. Come on. There we go. Not much happens here. He just puts it in. He says, okay, the first one's in. There's no need to show this cutscene off. It's unnecessary. So now then we gotta throw in their chaff grenade and waste it. Yay, wasting useful items, because I did not mean to equip that. And if I gotta backtrack, I don't need... The cold part isn't too bad, because all you have to do is just hang around Vulcan's area. For like a few minutes, so that part's kinda dumb. I mean, it's not even kinda, it is dumb. But yeah, this is just the most annoying part about this game. course, gotta deal with the stupid cameras again. Luckily, there's no enemies here yet. But they will be here, so now let's just keep the POW key out. Just chill out. Gotta constantly look at the window menu, so... And as far as I know, there's no faster way to do the temperature stuff in this game. This part is why I like the Twin Snakes version more. Even though, but, you know. I might show off the Twin Snakes version again, though, just because it is part of the Metal Gear series, but I don't know, maybe like way later. Even though it is just playing the same game again, but oh well. Okay, good. So now let's go all the way back and waste more chaff grenades. I really don't like this. Although I don't think although I'm being more annoying by just repeating that over and over. I wish I wasn't so paranoid about that guard all the way over there, but I mean, it's just because I get caught by him, and although I mean, I guess I can just you know, say screw it and just run into the room, because then the alert will be called off because it loads another screen, which automatically calls off the alert. I hate this part so much because I'm always paranoid about this stupid guy.
What was that noise?
Almost freaked out there, but thankfully. And now to use up 2 more stupid chaff grenades. Well, I guess I could use up the Stinger missiles instead. Okay, this part is like ridiculous, because watch. That's it. You need a missile to blow up a camera. Although, to be honest, I think I'm okay with using yeah, okay. Nothing special here, he just puts it in. But the final one I'll actually show because it's actually important. Does the stupid guard respawn because they have magical respawn capabilities for some reason. Oh, look at that, he respawns. So I'm gonna wait for him to... Thankfully, this game doesn't really, like, penalize you at all to get for killing guards. Although I think you won't get the best rank, but you know, who cares about that? So now for the most annoying part. Gotta go all the way back to the hot room, chill out in the sauna room for a bit, and then we can get that stupid card filled. But not only that, you gotta make sure not to dawdle, otherwise you gotta really make sure to book it, otherwise the temperature will change. And believe me when I say you don't want that to happen. Look at Snake's run there. Something funny about it. You don't even get their field of view either. The camera's field of view. Yeah, might as well just eat a ration. Yeah. Okay, now guards I think spawn. Yep, here they are. One more annoying obstacle too. Come on, really? Are you fucking kidding me? I hate the aiming in this game. I know some people swear by the aiming being okay enough, but it's still kind of dumb. Oh yeah, I better make sure to equip the thermal goggles too, because I think I still have claymores I need to pick up because I don't want to get blown up and caught off guard. And there's some codec stuff that goes on too, but thankfully the codec time is like way different, as you'll see in Metal Gear Solid 2. Uh-oh. Now what?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
I wonder who that
Yeah.
is.
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
He's got a Metal Gear to destroy. One thing that the later games fixed, the weapon and item menus are a little more categorized. They're like in their own category, so everything's like easier to find. Like how the goggles, both the NVG, are in their own column, so all you have to do is just switch between the two. I mean, you know, I'm not complaining about this one because it's a... Man. I don't even care anymore. I was so careful and then it just blows up. Anyways, like I was saying, it's better than Metal Gear 1 and 2's inventory, so I'm not complaining here, but it's still a little cluttered. Because, it takes forever for me to find stuff compared to the other menu system. Although, I mean, just to jump ahead a little bit, Metal Gear Solid 3 sort of has this window. And, you know, it works fine there just because you can only carry a limited number of weapons and stuff anyway, so you can, and also organize the order of what weapons appear in. Like, you know, if you want your, let's say for example, your pistols first, because, you know, you're gonna, or like your tranquilizer, your survival knife, and then a bunch of other tools you think you need behind it. You can set them in that order. Thankfully, this part won't be too active. All I have to do is just walk into the steam room and chill out there for a bit until the key card's read. So we're chilling out here for a while. There we go. Alright, we're good. Alright, now let's book it. This is the part that makes me really nervous. Hoping I make it in time before the key card cools down. Thankfully this ride's shorter. That would be bullcrap if these elevator rides suck a fat dick, camera. I don't care. I don't feel like wasting chaff on you. Stupid bullcrap cameras. Yeah, I love this game, but I hate this part. Otherwise, it's just like a so frickin' shrug. I don't even know what to call it. It's just really boring to go through. Oh yeah. Now for the long codec call.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a
With the same
different codec.
frequency.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank
Oh
Yeager.
shit.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted
So
obsession.
are we calling off
You
that
still hate
strip
me?
search?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here
That's
to
where
kill me?
the
I
ninja.
don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you.
That's where
I wasn't
Gray
sure before,
Fox.
but now I think I
She's probably
understand.
sending
A final battle with
info
you.
to Gray
That's all he
Fox
lives for. I'm sure of it.
because
Fox. No.
they mentioned the Alaskan base.
Naomi, tell
Although
me
who knows
something.
if she actually had
About
contact with
Fox
him?
Die?
I don't remember. In this
Fox
part.
Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time?
Give me time to destroy Metal Gear,
Naomi,
at least.
I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Then you can kill me.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use
What?
Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Ah! Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to
Dude.
make any more unauthorized
The
transmissions.
Fox that
What?
think is part
Naomi's
of this
been removed
operation,
from this
and it's
operation.
gonna kill him.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal
Wow.
Gear. Okay, Snake?
Fuck you, dude. So I'm pretty much dead. I should have freaking let your dumb niece die if you're gonna be like that. There. Oh, thank God, more chaff grenades. And more stingers. Good. Good. I'll need those. Finally, I don't have to waste any more, though. Is it still hot? Good. Okay, got really, really bucket this time. Just hopefully I can make it. I'm just gonna throw chaff in there because I'll... Ooh, more chaff? Yes! Come on, get up there! Okay, the moment of truth now. I'm gonna use a chaff here just to save on time, just to be safe. Yes! We're done! Now we can finish the game.
Palcode number 3 confirmed. Palcode entry complete.
Detonation code activated.
No,
I
why?
thought it was activated. Weaver had.
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop
And
Metal
if you
Gear
couldn't
now.
tell from his
Master,
voice,
what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express
I should
my
have known.
gratitude.
You don't
Sorry
sound
to have
like
involved you
Robin
in that
Atkins
silly
Downs.
shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis'
Snake,
psychic
you're
powers, he
stupid for
couldn't
not
read his
realizing
mind.
it now.
Then
when he
Ocelot
gives this
accidentally
speech.
killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried.
How could you not
How
tell
the
from
threat
his
of a
voice
nuclear
too
strike,
after
our
hearing
demands would never be met.
another person's
What do
voice?
you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox
Took
Dot.
the Fox Die
You
vaccine
mean you had
with
this
him.
plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole.
The Red Snake
The
stopped doing
Pentagon's
it.
plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who
Oh
are
my
you
god, you haven't
anyway?
figured it
I'll
out?
tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake,
Now
that's
you
not
say
Master
it.
Miller.
Campbell,
I mean, I get
you're
he's
too
bit tied up with
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3
the
days.
real Miller is dead.
I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal
guys
was coming
just
from inside the base.
Wonder about that
So
now.
who is it?
Snake, you've been talking
And the real
to...
person,
me, dear brother.
Liquid Snake. You can kind of
Liquid.
see the resemblance in this.
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
All right, well. Uh-oh. Good thing I got a gas mask. Oh my god, I've been tricked. Help me.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
And there we go. Bum, 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 bum.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Whoa. They played us like a damn fiddle. Kaz definitely got played like a damn fiddle, that's for sure. Poor Kaz.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my
That gets put in
sunglasses?
Peace Walker later on.
You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and Decoy Octopus.
That probably would have killed,
You don't mean...
That's right.
Donald Anderson, too.
You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you
Also,
telling me
it
Naomi
doesn't
was
count
working
for
with the
Ocelot if
Pentagon?
you somehow
They
manage
thought
to
she
punch him,
was, but
which
it
I don't
seems
think
that
you
Dr.
can
Naomi
punch
Hunter
him.
couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's
Wonder who
program
that spy
just before
is.
the operation.
Well,
but
think
no
about
one
it.
knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and Decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
I thought he chose you to be
So that's why you're
garbage.
so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's
Then why are
hate.
you trying to
He always
fulfill his
told me
dream
I
about
was
her heaven?
inferior. And now I'll have my revenge. You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands.
You should be
stole my
happy
chance
he's
for
dead.
revenge. Now I'll finish the work that father began.
You
I
petty
will
little
surpass him. I will destroy
child.
him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that
No,
is
you're
encoded
not.
into my very
You
genes.
just whined about it.
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new
I hate
weapon.
Liquid so much.
Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
Whatever, this fight's cool. Time to finally kill this prick for good. So once again, Snake must now face Metal Gear. Let's go. Oh wait, not yet. This fight is still super cool, although really, really difficult because the missiles are annoying, and the only way you can really avoid the missiles is chaff grenades. Now you know why I want chaff grenades. First things first, call Otacon.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so.
Thank you, Otacon. Otacon's nerdery just saved the entire world. Thank you, Otacon. Okay, throw a chaff grenade. As soon as he wakes up. After you throw a chaff grenade, pull out the Stinger missile, you shoot the shield. Run around. After you shoot 2 or so missiles, throw a chaff grenade again. The missiles won't hit you. And just rinse and repeat. Okay, that wasn't a very good run, so... Wait for it. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna throw another one just to be safe. Uh-oh. Woo! Crap. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. We almost got it. One more hit should do it. It's on this side. He'll sometimes shoot guns. If you get too close to Rex, he'll use a laser attack instead. What? Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna hurt. Ouch.
Did that do it?
Radom's not quite destroyed.
Nice try, Snake inside!
Gray Fox! This part is super cool.
Hurry! Get away!
Gray Fox!
A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
part is even more ridiculous and awesome in Twin Snakes.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi? You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it. There you are! We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
Yay, Blade Wolf. Bad timing, though.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use Royal Harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now!
It's no good.
I
can't do it. No,
I
can't do it.
Die. After Zanzibar.
No,
I
can't do it.
Taken
It's
from
no
the
good.
battle.
I can't do it.
Neither
No,
truly alive,
can't do it.
nor truly dead. An undying shadow.
No, I
in
can't
a
do
world
it.
of light.
It's no good.
But soon,
I can't do it.
soon,
No, I
it
can't
will
do it. It's no
finally
good.
end.
I can't do it.
In the Twin Snakes, he really rubs it in by wiping his foot.
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing.
Remember this line for later.
But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake.
He now passed this line on to Snake, which you'll hear from him later on. But yeah, like I said, after he smushes him in Twin Snakes, he scrapes his foot.
Foolish man! And it found him. You see,
Like
you
he
can't
squashed a
protect
bug.
anyone, not even yourself. Die!
You die, you whiny little douchebag. That was bullshit. Directly at him. Stupid bullcrap aiming. die this time either! Oh man, in my practice run I died to this boss like so many times. Finally, Melgear's destroyed. And Liquid is dead? You're still alive? Come on! It took like dozens of Stinger missiles to the face. How are you still alive? Ugh. This game's stupid. I love it.
Sleeping late as usual, a snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting?
What are you fighting for?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his
Why?
dying
I thought
wish.
you hated him!
When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very
When say
existence.
spurns, but used as tools.
You should know
but,
that as well
well,
as
whatever,
I do.
same thing, I guess.
After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion,
You don't
we'll be
even
able to
have a
bring
weapon.
chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you
I wonder
did.
what he says when you
It was
don't
filled
kill
with
people.
the joy
I mean, you did kill
that
Foxhound.
You're
I guess.
wrong.
There's a killer inside.
I guess.
You don't
It
have
doesn't
to
matter
deny
if.
We were created to
I'm trying to
be
think.
that way.
I wonder if this gets changed
Created?
for Twin Snakes when you non-lethally beat the bosses. Although then again, they die either way, so he'll probably say that.
Les enfants
Either way.
terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier
Big
in
Boss.
the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his
After
cells.
Snake burned him
With
alive.
a combination of
burned
20th
him.
century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were
It's not
even
murder
born.
what if they're whatever. I don't
So
want
it
to get
was you
into
and
this.
I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig. to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even
So
born.
that's not my fault.
But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
I mean, I get Liquid Snake's, you know, kind of a one-dimensional kind of
Thanks
villain.
to Father's DNA,
It's just...
they were able to identify more than 60
Yeah.
soldier genes
I
responsible
mean, this game's effective
for
at making me
everything
hate
from
the guy
strategic
because
thinking to the
I hate
proverbial
him.
killer instinct. Those soldier genes were
makes
transplanted
this
into
next
the
part
members
very
of the next
satisfying.
generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
Yeah.
The Genome Soldiers.
Stock
That's
video.
right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Damn it,
Human
Snake, stop it.
experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool! They're a complete failure! We are on the verge of extinction!
What?
Couldn't you
Have you ever heard of
Couldn't
the
you ever heard of
asymmetry
that?
theory?
Couldn't you have said that before?
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs
What
of
does that even
symmetry.
mean?
So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my
You're
genes
pathetic.
tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage.
So you want to follow his dream, but also your thing is a
And
curse
to do
too.
that, first, I will
I'm gonna
kill
kill you first, you fucking whiny piece of shit.
Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past,
You don't-
no
you
future,
might, but
and even
speak
if
for
we
yourself
did, it
there,
wouldn't be
buddy.
truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father,
Depends.
Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Oh boy.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb
What?
the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force
shit.
Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of
So
manipulating
that's why he
me.
lied.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back.
Oh.
What? What
Colonel,
are you
no.
doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Uh-oh.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking
Man, you sound like a
top-secret information
stereotypical
and for the crime
villain.
of high
That's for sure.
treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this
Oh
operation.
boy.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the president
What do you
would
mean
want
you're
the same
sure?
thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man.
So you're just acting on your own then?
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving
late.
them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well,
I'll
that's
just murder
okay.
you.
You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Bastard. So now we just gotta fight like hell to get out of here.
There's no way out for us.
Fine then, if I'm gonna die,
Let's finish this before
I'm gonna
the
take you
heirs
out with
arrive.
me.
You stole everything from me.
Boo-hoo!
Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death.
God, I
can
can't wait to
return
kill
me
you so you
what
can
is
shut up.
rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. see this? It will be the
This part
time
is
limit for our
this part's
final
bullshit, by
battle.
the way.
This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
The game lets him yap for 30 seconds. But if you die and retry, you get the full 3 minutes.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Alright, shut up. Let me fight you. In
could
Twin
enjoy
Snakes,
one
you get
brief
the full
moment
3
of
minutes
love
no matter what,
before
but
the
in this
game.
game, you lose 30 seconds because
If you cross this
he
line,
just likes to yap.
you fall. At this height, it will kill
Well,
even
good, then
you.
it'll kill you then. Surely. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Final boss time.
Have
Time
at
to
you,
kick
Snake.
Liquid's ass once and for all. You have no equipment? The only weapons you have are your fists. Okay, I need to... There we go. You'll sometimes dodge your attacks and do a counterattack, so... Oh, shit.
What's wrong, Snake?
Ah! Alright. Okay. Also, throwing him does nothing.
Nice shot!
Come on. I would show that. Oh, come on.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Come on, let's see if I can. Oh. Now he does a football tackle, and that does a lot of damage, so keep an eye out for it. Come on. Come on, bitch. Yeah. That's it. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. You can interrupt it, sort of. Ooh, that hurt.
You're out of time!
Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah, I died. Oh, well. Yeah, this fight's... Alright. At least now we get the full time, so... I should have a little bit more time to work with. Okay, this time I'm gonna actually focus. Ugh. Here we go. Let's see.
Nice shot!
Yeah, this fight's pretty tricky though, just because of that stupid tackle. Yeah, there we go. Come on, do your little stupid charge attack. There you go. Oh, come on!
What's wrong, Snake?
No healing items either, by the way. Okay, I gotta not get hit by the stupid tackle move again. Oh no.
You're out of
No!
time.
Get up! No! Ah. Darn it. Alright, one more time.
Have at you, Snake.
Also, yeah, flipping him does nothing. Doesn't even damage him a little, even though it sounds like he takes damage. Ouch. Come on.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
Damn
What's
it.
wrong, Snake?
This fight took me a few tries too. Liquid is surprisingly tricky. Whoops.
You're out of time!
That's my fault for being stupid though. Damn it.
You're out of time!
Ah! No! Man.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot! You're out of time! What's wrong, Snake? You're out of time! You're out of time!
Okay, I did not die this much on the... man. One more time.
Have at you, Snake!
I was never good at this fight, so I'm, you know, ugh.
What's wrong, Snake?
Focus.
Nice shot! You're out of time! Better hurry! It's going to blow! You're out of time! You're out of time!
That 3-hit combo should have connected. Ugh.
Have at you, Snake! Better hurry! It's going to blow! Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? You're out of time! You're out of time!
Yes! Yes! That football tackle sucks. Now I finally realized that I should be making him do his frickin' loop, where if you hit him if you hit him 1 or 2 times with just the 2 punches and not the kick, he'll always counterattack. He'll immediately counterattack. And you can use that to your advantage, which is what I finally had to realize.
Oh, you're alive. Thank
Oh God, I hate that
Meryl.
move.
Meryl, are you okay?
The
Are
fight
you okay? Is that
the
all
fight
you
is
can say?
cool
Meryl.
and all, fist fighting on
been
top
terrible.
of Metal Gear, but
Oh,
it's
it wasn't
hard.
that bad.
Or maybe I just suck at it.
I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure
Man,
of.
what happened?
A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The
But
tunnel
we got
leads from
one
there
more
to the
segment
surface.
to do.
The door in front?
And this segment is
it's
pretty
a small entrance to the
freaking
west of that
sweet.
door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to?
Nice.
I'll take care of security along your escape
You're awesome,
route, too.
Otacon.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay
Otacon,
here.
no.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Yeah. Oh, I love...
Let's get the hell out of
Otacon's
here.
awesome.
What
I
about
love him in
him?
this game. He's just sweet.
Where's Otakon?
I mean Otacon.
He's
Now, it's probably actually
he's
pronounced... It's
fighting
probably
right
actually pronounced as
With his old
Otacon,
self.
but... I don't know, Otacon
To be
just
the man he wants
rolls
to
off
be.
the tongue better.
He's fighting for us too?
yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Man, I never had that much trouble on the liquid battle, though. The pressure of the finale got to me, man.
Meryl.
I am so cutting that out. All those tries.
Snake.
You know, I mean, this would have been fine if it got followed up on.
Started.
I'll just say this ahead of
I must
time.
be heavy.
It does not get followed up
Looks
on.
like we're not gonna have a love scene
Nope,
after all.
you guys definitely aren't,
Looks that
because
way.
this doesn't
Too bad.
happen for it later on.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I did beat Rex first try, and I died a lot to that fight too, which I feel good about.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Looking good, Snake.
This seems funnier if you need the game 3 times, you get the sneaking suit becomes the tuxedo, which is pretty funny. I think also on the 3rd playthrough, Gray Fox's outfit's different too. Alright, we got a ration though, so we have some sort of healing for this part.
I'll drive. Damn!
Uh-oh.
Surveillance camera.
And I don't have any weapons either.
Damn, no keys.
Shield flip! Start it up, Meryl! Give it, Meryl, come on! Let's go!
Jump in!
We now have first-person shooting!
Fire that machine! Snake, hold
Yeah! First-person shooting on the ration! Alright, now for an epic escape sequence. This part is so awesome. Yeah! Originally, I did not know you could shoot first person. But first person shooting makes this all the more easier.
Here they come!
Getting hit is a bit unavoidable, but that's okay.
Clear a path.
We have rations.
Okay, Snake, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah!
We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
I think killing guards here is pretty much unavoidable.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a
I
path.
hope these guards don't count as kills. If you're doing a no-kill run in this version. Yeah, that's it. Take it.
You did it, Snake.
I have no rations though, so here's hoping I can get to this part, no problem. Although I think I should. Oh my god, really?
Not yet, Snake!
He's got my famas!
It's not over yet! Liquid!
This is for all the retries! Just keep shooting at him, he'll keep swerving and he won't get a shot in. This scene in Liquid, the Twin Snakes, is really stupid and awesome because of the music and the scene, the homage to the Matrix they do. Ah! Yeah, you're gonna get hit at some point, but I should have plenty of life to make this. Also, you have plenty of time. Come on! Yeah, keep swerving. That's it, that's it. I'm a sucker for escape sequences. Come on! Take those bullets, Liquid! It's time! Ah! Ow! Come on!
Look, Snake, it's daylight.
Yeah! We did it! Yes! The game has been beaten.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Come on!
Snake!
Die. And he's dead. Finally. Rest in pieces, shitheel.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits
Well,
have returned to the base. Once again,
in
I have complete authority
games,
over this
it's
operation.
not quite over yet for Liquid.
Washington
because,
isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few
there are the prequel
secrets.
games to go over.
I wonder about that.
But
in any case,
in this
the danger's
currently
over.
he is dead.
Thanks, Snake.
Colonel,
And also,
you can
no,
rest easy.
don't
Meryl's
say anything
fine.
about 2.
Really?
Because, you know, it's stupid, but awesome.
Thank you,
And
Snake.
also very stupid,
Snake,
but awesome.
I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake!
I'm not a colonel.
What's with the delivery of
Oh,
that
that's right.
line?
I've got a present for
What
you.
was that?
There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss
Frankie
here.
said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information.
Yep.
That doesn't
People
make them
die
any
when
the
they are
strongest
killed,
soldiers.
Squiggles.
The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox-Die program isn't
In
important.
the Twin Snakes
The important thing
version,
is
I
that
forget
you
if he does
choose
this in the
life.
Otacon, in the
And then
Otacon ending,
live.
but
Don't you think,
Otacon
Snake?
tumbles down the
Don't worry.
the
I'm
slope
going to
here.
choose life too. Until today,
And
I've
it's
always
really,
looked for a reason to live.
funny.
But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a
Oh, sweet,
reminder.
it's got an infinity symbol stitched
what?
into it.
A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
And there he
Okay.
is. There
So
it
where
is.
to,
His real
Dave?
name is David. It's probably a joke on the fact that David Hayter
I think
is
it's time
the
we look
voice
for a
of
new
Snake,
path in
but
life.
I like David as Snake's real
A
name
new
too.
path?
A new purpose.
And one that I
Will we find
accidentally
it?
slip
We'll
a few
find it.
times.
I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too?
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
That was smooth.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Like I said, this doesn't happen later on in the story. And I don't think it gets explained. I forget if it does, Squiggles. You can correct me on that. And there we go. That is Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1. There's some parts of it that haven't aged well, but some parts I still just enjoy regardless. Also, look at that look at that voice cast. Not very much there, but oh well. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1 definitely, I like the Twin Snakes version a little better, although I do like playing the original from time to time too. Although, man, it's definitely got archaic controls that Metal Gear Solid 2 definitely tweaks up. But what it does right is a good balance of cutscene and gameplay. Cause like immediately we have like a set path that's balanced with conversations, and they do have a little extra bit of cutscenes that you find too, codec conversations that you can find too. Like if you want all the weapon info, you can talk with Nastasha, and just talk with her more to get to know her. If you save a lot, you'll hear a lot of quotes from Mei Ling, and yeah. But definitely, the music's pretty sweet too, although they only had one boss fight, while I mean, obviously they had to do that because, you know, limitations on the PS1 and all, for what, they wanted to do, but, yeah. As for how I would rank this game on my favorite Metal Gear games, I won't count Metal Gear 1 and 2 because I haven't really played those to completion yet. I would like to someday, but in terms of Metal Gear Solid, and I won't count Metal Gear Solid 4 because I haven't really played that for myself yet, but, I don't know. I don't know where I would rate it on my favorite Metal Gear game. At least not yet. Maybe once I go through all the games streaming-wise, I'll be able to figure that out, but this is the game that also got this and Metal Gear Solid 2 at the time, because I started out with both games, got me really invested into the Metal Gear series, and you know, despite the cutscene to gameplay ratio issue Metal Gear Solid 2 has, I still have fond memories of it, because I played this game a lot with those two games a lot with my dad, and I just that's why I love the first two games a decent amount, despite their issues. The Liquid Snake fight still sucks. The over-reliance on chaff grenades kinda sucks. And the fact that there's a lot of weapons that aren't very useful. Like you can only use some of them like once and that's it. You don't even have to worry about using them for the rest of the game. Like the PSG-1. I only used it for the first Sniper Wolf fight, and that's only because the radar being jammed, or the area where you first fight her, you don't have a Nikita missile. Also, the boss fights are pretty clunky due to nature of the gameplay here and the limited action aspects. Although the fist fight works fine just because, you know, that's just what both of you have, although Liquid is still a tricky bastard regardless regarding that. As you guys saw, and I'm definitely gonna mess around with the post-edit where I just cut out the tries because that took so long. But yeah, it's a shame the series hasn't ended after 5, but I guess that ends at some point. I just wish it... Well, I'll get to that when I get to 5. Because I'm not going to end my series on 5, I'm actually going to end it on 4. That means I'm not going to be doing Rising last. I don't know when I'm going to do Rising. I'll figure that out when I get to it. Maybe after 2.
You mustn't
just because I like
yourself
it.
To be chained to fate.
I
to
don't
be
know.
ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose.
Look at all the dogs.
And then live.
Live with a bunch of dogs to mush with. That's how a true man lives. Oh yeah, this part.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all.
What?
That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Well, he is an attitude.
Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world.
Man,
No,
I'll
sir.
slap his
No
knob
one
some
knows
more.
that you were the third one.
Oh,
Solidus.
shit.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh shit. The third son is the president. But we shall see him in Metal Gear Solid 2. There we go. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching through Metal Gear Solid. Only 3 sessions though, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But next time I see you guys in the Metal Gear Solid universe, it will be in Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. See you then.